Finding the least common multiple is going to be really important when you start doing operations with fractions. So today I'm going to teach you how to find the least common multiple, and we're going to start by looking at numbers, not fractions. So we'll just look at these two numbers, 9 and 12. There are two steps to finding your least common multiple. Step 1 is that you want to make a list of all the multiples for each number. Now, a multiple is the answer you get, or the product you get, when you multiply a number times the other numbers. So if we're going to start with number 9, and we're going to list the multiples, what we want to think about is what are the products we get when we do 9 times 1, which is 9, and 9 times 2, which is 18, and 9 times 3, which is 27. And what we want to do is we want to list a bunch of multiples for each number, and then we're going to look and see what we have in common. So let me keep going here for a minute. We've got 9 times 4, which is 36, 9 times 5, which is 45, and 9 times 6, which is 54. And I'll stop there for now, although I could keep going with my multiples. Number 2, what I'm going to do is I need multiples for each number. So I'm going to do the same thing this time for 12. So I'm going to do 12 times 1, which is 12, 12 times 2, which is 24, 12 times 3, which is 36, 12 times 4, which is 48, and 12 times 5, which is 60. Now the name least common multiple tells me exactly what my next step is. I want to find the least common multiple. So the multiples I have listed right here. I want to find a multiple that they both have in common so that it's in both lists. And not only that, it needs to be the smallest one, the least one. So when I look, I see that this is a 9, this is a 12, 18, 24. I notice both of these numbers have a 36. And that's the smallest number that they both have in common. So my least common multiple for these two numbers is going to be 36. So let's try the next pair here. Here I have 3 and I have 8. So step 1 is going to be to list all the multiples. So I have 3 times 1, 3 times 2, 3 times 3, 3 times 3 is 9, 3 times 4, 3 times 5, 3 times 6, 3 times, I did it again, 3 times 7, and 3 times 8. And I'll stop there for right now. The next number is 8, so we'll list all our multiples for 8. So I have 8 times 1, 8 times 2, 8 times 3, and I know I can stop there because I remember when I was drawing my numbers before, I had a 24 here, but I also had a 24 there. So I just need to double check and make sure that's the smallest one they have in common, and because it is, I know my least common multiple for 3 and 8 is going to be 24.